Welcome, you guys. I just wanted to double check that this works. So let me make sure that my audio works. Stop share. And can you hear me? Okay. So let's go back to share the screen. What is Awesome. Welcome, you guys. I wanted to share a little bit about what coaching is with those of you who are interested in becoming a coach and tell you a little bit about what it isn't as well. So, for those of you who are new to my page or new to my groups or have known me for a while, there are some things that might be new to you and that I'm going to share with you just to kind of give you a little bit of a background of who I am and why I started as a coach. So, I know you guys are interested in coaching as a business opportunity or as a way to kind of bring extra income into your household without having to go out and get a part-time job. And I would love to be able to help you reach that goal and achieve that, doing exactly what I've been doing for the past couple of years. And I want to give you the how I started and why I started doing this, okay? And then we'll get into the meat of the call. So, a little bit about myself is if you follow me, you know that I am a mom. I have 4 kids. I have gone to school. I have a bachelor's in biology, a minor in environmental science. I've been a nurse. I've done all this extra stuff. I've worked at McDonald's. I've waited tables. Like, I've had many, many hats. So I'm not a stranger to hard work. And if you're on this call, it's probably because you're not a stranger to hard work either. So I'm a mom of 4 kids. I have 2 boys and 2 girls, and they are my everything. They are why I wake up every morning. They are why I am hustling to grow a team and make the life that I want and the life that they deserve. So that's a little bit of the why I started this. So when I started coaching, I actually started because I felt like I could help other women in the same way that I was helped by using these programs that I found by following a girl on Facebook. So I was not in a happy place at that time. So I was 185 pounds. I was obviously obese. I was working full time as a teacher. I had just had my 3rd child and I couldn't lose the weight. So I reached out and saw that these programs that worked for me were really awesome. So I was like, man, I can help other people. I was already coaching track in high school, and so I was like, hey, I'm going to try this. This stuff really works, and why doesn't everybody know about this? Like, I need to tell all my friends that this stuff really works. So I decided that, you know what, I'm going to go into this, and why not get paid, to do it as well. I could pay for my Shakeology that way. I could, pay for my future programs because they were always coming out with new ones. So I was like, I'm going to do it. So when I started, I thought that it was going to be like coaching high school and that I needed to know everything, and what turns out is it's actually the opposite. I didn't need to know everything and I didn't need to have everything figured out, and actually my education kind of was irrelevant because there are other people in here who have been coaches for a lot longer than I have, and they didn't go to school for this stuff. They actually some have been bartenders, some have been waitresses, some have been nurses also, or teachers. Like, everybody from every background has become a coach, and they're kicking ass at this. So if that's one of your concerns, I'm going to address that in a little bit. So anyway, more on my background. I started doing this and started seeing that there is a possibility of an income here to kind of help pay for the bills. And I was like, man, I'm able to pay for my Shakeology, and now I'm able to pay for my nails to get done. I'm able to buy diapers for my my newborn. Like, I was really excited about it. And that's when I started to see that there's a potential to actually earn money and start to take this business opportunity kind of seriously. I was like, wow, this is really cool. So I belong to a bigger team called Team Leaving Fit. And then that team belongs to an even bigger team. So we help each other out. The fact that we're not doing this on our own is where we're able to grow and be able to supplement our income and treat this as a business, because there are other people who have kind of led the way and paved the way to show us how to do this coaching thing. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about what coaching is now, and maybe help answer some of those insecurities that might be in your head right now about whether or not it's for you or if it's your thing. So if you look at the slide, I kind of outlined a little bit what coaching is, and then we'll talk about what it isn't. So coaching is really simple. You pretty much get paid to become a better you. Okay, so your job is to work out, drink a shake that's superfoods, and eat healthy. Those are your number one jobs. Your job is also to learn how to become a better, stronger person for yourself. So if there are demons that you battle with, like, depression, anxiety, stress, self-doubt, your job is to learn how to eliminate those things. We read personal development. There are books that are called self-help books, right? And, all my life I thought, oh, I don't need those things. A lot of people will think, well, you don't really need to do that kind of stuff. But in all reality, the more I study people who are successful in this business, they do a whole lot of this. They do a lot of focusing on themselves. And then because they've filled their cup, they're able to go out there and help other people. So guess what? That's part of your job. Your job is to be physically healthy and mentally healthy. And then you invite your friends and family to try what you're doing, to say, hey, do you want to do what I'm doing? This is really kind of a cool thing. And you share your journey. You share it on social media. You share it on Snapchat. You share it on Facebook. You share it, anywhere that you're on social. And you just tell people about what you've been doing. And then invite them to join you. You just say, hey, do you want to try what I'm doing? And if they say no, then cool. And then you just go about your merry way and keep doing what you're doing. So our job essentially is to focus on becoming a better you and inspiring others to do the same thing. Because who doesn't want to be healthy? Who doesn't want to be happy? Who doesn't want to be living the kind of life that they feel like they would be happy to wake up every morning to? So that is, in a nutshell, what coaching is, basically what it is. There are a few little things that you might learn along the way, but the gist of it is that you are working to become a better you. So what is it not? A lot of people out there are skeptical about doing anything that is online related because of fear mongering and, TV and radio and all this stuff that pops up, talking about pyramid schemes, talking about, it's not something that you can trust. And they really go out of their way to make sure that you stay in the kind of job that you hate already, doing the same thing over and over and over. But for those of you who are like me, obviously, if you're on here, you're probably a lot like me. You question stuff, you know better, you go and you research and you check out the company. And I'm not going to say that there aren't. There are people out there that go out there and run businesses that are exactly like pyramid schemes, and those are illegal. I don't do shit that's illegal. I'm sorry, I don't. So this is not a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is something where you have somebody at the very top, and then you have people underneath them who can never rise above the very top person's level. Okay, so a lot of things are built in a form of a pyramid. A lot of businesses are formed that way. The problem is that they can't ever reach that. There's like a glass ceiling. You can never get past that glass ceiling. And this is not the case. So when I was teaching, I was down here as, a teacher, somebody who had a boss over them, and then another boss over them. And then at the very top is, the state, the government, who was in control of every little thing. I had zero power, zero control over what I wanted to do in my classroom, how I wanted to run things, what I could say, what I couldn't say. And, to me, I like having the freedom to be able to be me and to be able to share with people what I want to do and, really educate them. So didn't love that. When I was working for McDonald's, it was the same thing. I was first, I was crew. I was there working, cleaning things, working the register. Then I became a manager because I hated wearing the hat. I hated that hat. I absolutely hated it. So then I became a manager. And, you know, I worked for many years as a manager, but I was never going to be able to come up with that kind of money, you know, within a short span of time to become a owner. And then above the owner is, if I don't know if you know that, are the people who you have to buy the franchise from, and it's freaking expensive. You know, a lot of those kinds of jobs, you know, opening your own business can be very expensive. It's super expensive. And I've had a lot of people tell me, well, why don't you just open a gym? If you're being a coach, you should have some kind of a gym. Well, that's expensive, you guys. And this business opportunity is the easiest way to get into business for yourself, to earn income without having to put down hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because I did look into that. I actually thought about buying a gym locally here. And I did not buy the gym locally here because I couldn't get the money. It was freaking expensive. So this is one of the easiest opportunities for you to get into and not have to pay thousands of dollars, not even hundreds of dollars, to get in and be able to open up your own business and start helping people. So how does it work? So when you start working, you just go out there and you're trying to inspire other people to start their own journey. Okay, when you inspire a few people, then they start to inspire other people. And then it just kind of builds that way. So here's the thing. As far as the business is concerned, the way that you start really earning money isn't because you're signing a bunch of other coaches under you. I know that there are some companies that do that. However many people you can sign, then that bumps you up. Not at all. You have to help the people who you're signing up with you to start their journey, to start their business journey. You have to help them achieve goals too. So then Beachbody throws the bonuses at you. That's where the big money is. And I'm going to start talking about the compensation plan here in just a second. So what we offer as coaches is we offer the Beachbody programs that have all the nutrition taken care of and the fitness taken care of. Our job as a coach is to be that peer support and make sure that they're on the right track and that they are held accountable some way. You know, we don't hold their hand, but we do help keep them motivated until they hit their goals and then help them set new ones. So that's what we do as a coach. As far as, okay, well, what do I need to know to help someone out? You just need to share what's worked for you. So do I have to sell stuff? I get this question all the time. And the answer is no. We don't sell anything. We don't have to buy this big old package of product and store it in your storage unit or your garage or your room or wherever it is in your kitchen and then figure out who you're going to sell it to. We invite people to join us on their journey, and then we send them an affiliate link and say, here you go. This is the program that you're going to use. And then we teach them to use that tool. Okay? That's how it goes. We don't stock up on stuff and we don't have to sell stuff. We do have to find people who are interested in starting their journey and then helping find out what their goals are and then how we help them hit those goals. So that's how that works. So, of course, we get compensated for that. As a coach, a brand new coach, when you start up, you know, you can earn $47 a month, just boom, right off the top. If you start to help a few people a month, you know, 2 to 3 people a month consistently, you can be making $200 a month. And this is just on average, guys. Beachbody doesn't guarantee that you're going to make this money. Like, you have to put in the effort to go out and find these people who need the help. The more work you put in, obviously, the more you're going to see in return. The better you get at helping people, the more you're going to see in return. So if you keep working hard and building a business like any other business person would, you're going to see it in your income. So by the time you reach these little ranks or these, they're kind of like a way to celebrate and recognize the fact that you're helping people. So there's Emerald and Diamond and Star Diamond and things like that. They're just little titles to help you recognize how far you've come and how you're helping people. So by the time you get to this point, you're already making, 9 months consistently, just doing the bare minimum, working an hour a day. Okay, this is an hour a day, making $400 to $500 a month, working an hour a day, helping people do the same thing you're doing. So when you reach a certain point and you're like, okay, I seriously want to start helping people, you're going to see that reflect in your business. Like I said, if you put in the effort, you'll start to get compensated. So within a year, you could be earning $600 a month or a week. It's up to you how hard you're going to push it. Same thing, 18 months, you could be doing that a week or in a month. That's up to you. So however hard you're wanting to work, that's how much you're going to see reflected in your paycheck. And guys, I started doing this part-time. So part-time, I mean like in pockets within the day, sharing what I'm doing. Like if I added it all up, maybe 2 or 3 hours a day. And when I was doing that, I was working full-time. I have 4 kids, obviously, and I was taking classes online and in person, you know, to further my education because I had ambitions to go to med school. So does this mean you have to be educated to do it? No. Like this is simple stuff. You work out, you drink a shake, and you tell other people how to do that. It's not that complicated. So my education has not helped me in any way with this other than the fact that I can read. So worst case scenario, if you're like, well, I don't know if this is for me, I don't know if I can do it, try it out. Like this is one of the coolest things that if you try it out, no harm, no foul. You will, number one, probably connect with a whole bunch of cool people that you were like, man, they're like me. I super like them. And you have new friends that you found on our team. Number two, if you're somebody who's like, oh, I'm just getting started on my journey, you know what? Focus on your journey then. And if this coaching thing turns out to be something that's not for you, then you know what? You got in the best shape of your life. Because honestly, these programs have helped me. I've had 2 kids since I started these programs, and I've lost 65 pounds twice, and I've had C-sections. So for those of you who are women watching this, you know that that is not easy. And lastly, you know what? You have faced your fears. You took the risk. You saw maybe it was not for you, and you're like, you know what? It's cool for you, but it's not for me. But you were able to see if it was really for you or not. You didn't have that what if nagging you in the back of your mind, because that is the worst thing that, you know, for me anyway, to always wonder, you know, what if I would have tried that? What if I would have gone there? What if I would have, you know, attempted it, and then you just never do. You don't want to live life like that. So for those of you who are like, yes, you know what, I'm ready to get started, there are 3 different ways for you to get started. You can start out as a discount coach. You can sign up and say, you know what, I want to try the programs. I want to see if this stuff really works. I want to get in shape a little bit. Then cool, start as a discount coach. Get your shake at a discount, get your programs at a discount, and be set for the entire year so that you can see and really find out for yourself that this stuff is legit, like it works. I'm not gonna lie. You can do it as a hobby coach. Maybe you're like, you know what, I want to do this. I've tried the programs before. I know they work, and I just kind of want to see if I can really get a feel for it before I dive right in. Cool, do that. Do it, and then we'll set you up in a training, and you can see how you can start sharing with people and reaching out to them. Or lastly, you're like me. You're like, you know what? I need to pay some bills. I need to supplement my income. I don't want to go work for somebody else. I don't want to work at McDonald's. I don't want to get a part-time job. Then this is for you, and you need to, for sure, be excited, because this is going to bring you in the income, if you're willing to work for it, that you're looking for. So what you need to do is reach out to me, private message me after this video, and let me know that, you know what, I'm ready to either be a discount coach, a hobby coach, or a business coach. And once you decide which one you want to be, you reach out to me, and we'll plug you in where you need to be. And if you're serious, if you're really serious and you want to get started, I have a training starting in the next week. We start on Monday. If you want to get started, let me know. We'll plug you into that training. We have them every month. We communicate one-on-one. So like we have a lot of stuff to help you get set up, because maybe you're like, oh, I'm new to Facebook, I'm new to Snapchat, I'm not really good at that stuff. We help you. Like I said, we belong to this huge team. You are not left alone to figure this out on your own, okay? So this is the opportunity for you to dream big and really reach for stuff that you were either told you couldn't do or thought you couldn't do. Like, we are there for you. So there are two ways to join us. If you want to get started right away, you can start up just as a basic coach fee. You're like, you know what, I'm going to try this. $40 to start for the coach fee. You get your website with that. You get links, your affiliate links. You get all of this other stuff, training included, plugged into the team and all that stuff for you to get started immediately. $40. Or if you don't have the programs, you've never tried it, you're like, I don't know, I need to see for myself that this stuff really works, then you need to get set up with a challenge pack. This is going to set you up for the entire year. You're going to be able to try out everything that we're using, everything that we're doing. And this is, again, this is stuff that you're using for yourself. You're not going to pawn it off to anybody. This is for you to get you started right, because you don't want to go out there sharing a story, telling people that you're doing something, and then not really being proof of the product. You want to be proving to them, hey, this stuff really does work. And sharing with them. And that way you are familiar with the tools. You know what you're using. You know how to guide them through it when they start their journey with you as their coach. So what now? You need to message me. You need to send me a private message that you're serious, that you want to get started. You need to let me know which kind of coach you want to get started as, and then I'll help walk you through the sign-up process and get you started. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below or private message me. I am here for you. Alrighty, I want to continue to be courteous of your time. I know that you guys have kids and stuff. I've got my little one